Thank you, Kamau. I'm Judy Woodruff, and I am delighted to recognize Chris Evans, Mark Kassen, and Joe Kiani as the 2024 Spirit of Service Award recipients. The work that you all do with a starting point is so important, and so important to what we know right now is particularly needed in this country, and that's civic engagement. At a time when so much of the country is divided and people can hardly talk to one another. Congratulations on this honor. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us about your work. So, Chris, I'm going to start with you. Where did this idea come from?
I think ultimately it was to be of service. I think each of us wanted to use our platform in a meaningful way. And I think we all realized the most important way to move the political ball down the field is with engagement.
And Mark, what was it about the idea? Why did it feel like this was the right time?
I think we probably all have different reasons for doing things, but what I know we share is the desire to make sure that it was one place that people who maybe felt uncomfortable with what they didn't know, being vulnerable enough to ask questions, to hear information directly from elected officials so they could begin learning about something. And that is why I think we have such a young, growing audience.
And so, Joe, how did you all start putting this together? How did you persuade, or did you even have to persuade people to come on board and be part of this?
2016, not only we realized we had a very polarized country, but 5 million young people did not vote that could have voted. So I think Mark, Chris, and I were hoping this will get young people engaged. Left and right, both sides wanted to get involved and help us create a real discourse.
Chris, give us some examples that stand out to you, conversations you've had, exchanges that have been part of what you've been able to put together.
Sure. Well, one of the parts of the site that I'm most proud of, that I enjoy the most, is Counterpoints, where we get two elected officials to agree on a topic and debate. And you have this very civil, very constructive, informative back and forth where, one person begins the debate, they're allowed a certain amount of time, and the other person responds. And it's always so satisfying.
Watching these elected officials have this conversation in a respectable discourse has been really enlightening.
And Chris, what do you want to come out of this? Clearly you want people to talk together and you want to model this for the younger generation.
Younger generation has always been the tip of the spear, specifically in waking us up to our moral blind spots. Every generation does that. They kind of shake the older generation awake to the things that don't matter and the things that do. So the more we engage with younger folks, the more they play a role in our political landscape, the more we'll have a government that accurately reflects who we are and what we need as a country.
It's incredible how many young people from 13 to 35 that are viewing what we're doing, and we hope we're helping.
I think if people are educated about their democracy, they might not become involved. And apathy really is the biggest enemy.
And last question, plans for the future? Where do you see this going?
We have several partnerships coming for a full education program called ASP Homeroom. We're going to be doing some profiles on individuals, regular Americans who are affected by policies throughout the country, and continuing to grow the ways that we both create content that speaks to these issues and ways that people can integrate our content in their learning materials.
We've started doing a lot more in-person events. When we launched in 2020, it was peak COVID, so a lot of our in-person stuff got canceled. But in the past couple of years, we've done great partnerships with Close Up Foundation, Bridge USA, and you meet these young folks who are so engaged and so educated. It brings a lot of hope and optimism and a little bit of shame because they're just so much smarter.
I'll just say this. Of the things that I think we're all most proud of is this incredible team at ASP that we built that does this work day in and day out. And I'm really proud of the way they work together. Having said that, I still can't believe that we're included among some of the incredible nominees that you have, people who are solving diseases for bees and ending chemical warfare in Libya. It's truly incredible, the people that are here, and if we can do a thimble of the good that they've dedicated their lives to, we'll feel really good about ourselves.
Well, Chris and Mark and Joe, congratulations. It's just a wonderful project. It's added so much, and we want to see you not only thrive, but grow. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.